Hey guys, welcome back to the EA Sports FC 24 Stevenage career mode. We are in the middle of January, still 2 more games to go in the month of January. You got to make sure that we're going to secure a few signings today. I mean, we have been struggling with the result, and certainly we're struggling with the injuries that we have. And of course, looking at the transfer shortlist, I don't think at the moment striker is the priority. Instead, fullbacks right now are the priority today's game. So, pretty much these are the fullbacks that I've listed. Again, I don't know any of them, but instead I feel like they're young. I feel like they're capable of improving the squad in the near future. That's pretty much why I decided to, scout a few players that are young and also has a good potential as well. So, first news that we had, actually transfer news. Logan Egger has gone to Stoke City. And funny thing is, we will be playing against Stoke City in today's episode. So let's see if we are going to see Logan Egger playing for Stoke City. And certainly, of course, he's kind of out of favor at the moment. I feel like being the, having a little, I think he had 3-4 games in total. I think he conceded 10 goals, more than 10 goals. So that's pretty much a sign why I shouldn't be putting him into the squad or not consider him as part of the future at the moment. Instead, I'm kind of keeping with Seaman, our goalkeeper, as the number one goalkeeper so far in the squad. So right here against Bristol City, it's a Bristol Rover. I think it's Bristol City. At home, just kind of struggling both defensively and just everything. Look at that defending. I'm not quite sure what James Wilden was doing, but this is the part where it's very frustrating. First of all, earlier play, I'm not quite sure why James Wilden, just being knocked out of the pitch by a tiny short striker and by Kyrodia trying to intercept the number 11. He actually went down and took down the player, and it's a penalty. And I don't know what to do anymore. Right here, whatever AI or EA want to do with the players, just be my guess, I guess. I mean, that's a very good penalty, and we lost 2-0 at the end. It's certainly a very sore, very sour result, considering how we lost it, to be honest. But right now, it's all about focusing on the transfer window, looking to strengthen and also improve the squad in every way possible. And we have turned to a Wolves right back, Dexter Lembikisa. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I don't know much about him. I was actually thinking about loaning him in instead of doing a permanent deal. But since I was there and since we somehow ended the negotiations, it's going to take a few days to kind of refresh it. So I decided to go for and sign him. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. At least I think he might have a better potential than James Wilden. One of our, still, I think he is, James Wilden is still one of the remaining players or the original players in the squad. And we decided to pursue Leon King because, of course, Collins had picked up a 3 months injury, which means we need to sign his center back at the moment. But unfortunately, we try to add on Robertson, our youngster, into the deal, but Olympiacos, it's not entertained with that deal, and they want all cash, 4.5 million. Certainly, I cannot afford him at the moment, so I decided to kind of let the deal pass, to be honest. We still have a few, we still have money in the bank, but I don't know if that's how we want to spend it. And actually, we turn into a AI-generated player, Alex Morales, the Spanish left back. I think it is a pretty good deal, 66 rated, 19-year-old. Certainly, he's not going to be better. I know he's not going to stay for long term since we have Spencer and Andrews way ahead of him in the packing order. But certainly, I don't think he is a bad signing. I still think that Alex Morales might potentially add a little bit more depth in that area. He may stay in the club for a year or two. It really depends if we receive a good offer from him and actually we gain a pure profit because he came in for free. And that's pretty much second part of today's game, or second game of today's episode, and that's pretty much concluded my transfer strategy, or this transfer for us at least. I can't really scout players or find a good player to sign or loaned in. Look at this ball right here. This is something that I've been wanting to talk about. Last season it was fun because we actually get to win games, we get to lose points, which is fine. I feel like with the team that we had last season, it's okay that we lose points, but to the fact that it's quite unplayable. And talking about that earlier cross, the first goal that we conceded, you don't see that very often in AI, and that was a perfectly pinpointed ball from the right side to the left side and allow Middlesbrough to get one back, or at least to score the opener. But in terms of scoring, sometimes we don't find any problem, especially from a set piece. I feel like our strength of what do you say? Our strength of scoring from corner kick is pretty good. Later on, look at this play right here. It's just that they have fast feet, right? I mean, I feel like the AI generated player or the opposition players, they always have fast feet. You just can't predict where to go, because your analog stick could be dragging to the left side, and all of a sudden they actually turn right, and it was really hard for you to navigate. And we drew that game 2-2. It was a disappointing result, getting 1 point off of it, but you know what? At least we didn't lose that game. So pretty much we were about to arrive to the round 4 of the FA Cup. Actually, we were playing against Crystal Palace away. I think we won the first game against Luton Town, but of course this is a big one, FA Cup, which is a competition I am intended to kind of go all in if we can. If we cannot get promoted, that is fine, but as long we are some sort of a semi-finalist or finalist in the FA Cup, I think I'll be happy with that. So the transfer window has closed, come to an end. I think we signed 2 players in total, loaned in. Actually, no, I didn't loan any players. I signed both of the players, but in terms of outgoing, there's a bit of them. I think both of our strikers, the original strikers, Elliot List and also Jamie Reed, have gone. Our young goalkeeper, what's his name again? Logan Egger has gone as well. And also, don't forget about we have sold one of our newly promoted young striker center forward. His name is Jude Wells to abroad, of course, generating about 1 million profit out of him, which is perfect. So this is pretty much the time where we kind of talk about the mid-year performance. So looking at the squad, still looking very good. Of course, a lot of them, especially the young players, do have attack, but unfortunately Bo Lambakisa and also Alex Morales, they do not have any potential tag on them. So I assume their potential might be 75. Potentially, that's the best that they can do. But in terms of other than that, I mean, all the players that we have, the young players, are just very, very good. And speaking of young players, David Washington, of course, loaning from Chelsea. I might be doing a permanent deal for him in the future, but we still have around 3.5 million to spend with. So I might be doing some pre-contract agreement if we somehow could find a good deal, good players, a good profile players that we're thinking about getting. So, all right, third game with today's game against Crystal Palace away. All right, this is the big game as well against another Premier League giant. Of course, we kind of failed in the first attempt against Chelsea, which we were leading by 3 goals, and somehow we just kind of bottled it in the end, conceding 3 goals straight. Head on to the penalty and lost that game. So right now, this is a brand new start. Here goes Benson driving down the left-hand side and just drills this one to the near post. And we've scored the first goal, and what a way to travel to Selhurst Park. Probably one of the toughest English ground ever to be played at. And 75 minutes in, pretty much right here, we're just looking for a winner. Here comes Jack Hyde finding a through ball to Mensah. He has everything. He has the speed, he has the muscle, he has the power. Driving down from such a tight angle and driven to the bottom right corner. And we have succeeded. We have won this game. We have succeeded, which means that we pretty much did the impossible. Nobody would have thought we would have beaten a Premier League side, but we did that. We have passed the test, but not the ultimate test. Of course, the ultimate test would be playing a team against a big Premier League giant, City, United, Arsenal, Liverpool, those teams. And right now, 4th game of today's episode against Stoke City. Apparently, Logan Egger is starting for Stoke City. And you know what? Turn out it is quite of a sold out in the end. 7 minutes in, here comes Stoke City, right outside the box. And yeah, what am I supposed to do, right? I mean, we allowed them to have the space to shoot around the box area, and the ricochet off the post just somehow perfectly finds an opposition player. And we're down by 1 goal, but look at the defense once again. When you look at the pattern, it's just it's such a mess right here. It was such an easy turn by the number 7 of Stoke City, and we're just down by 2 goals, 24 minutes in. At this point, just kind of giving up. It's just really hard to play when you know the AI is just way too strong for you. 30 minutes in, out of nowhere, good save by the goalkeeper right there. 31 minutes in here. Like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Once you give them a little bit of a space, the AI will capitalize that bit of space, and they will try to take advantage of it by scoring goals. In 33 minutes in, here comes Mensah, looking for a through ball to Jack Kite, and of course, looking for an easy way to shoot or easy way to score. Sweats it to Washington, and at least we got 1 goal back, which means we're still quite early for a comeback. But 78 minutes in, here comes Mensah. Keep driving down the middle, finding Jack Kai. Good turn to Miley right here. Of course, earlier last week, he was named, I think it was the 6th youngest player to assist in a Premier League game. So congrats to him, but not congrats to us because we lost this game 3-2. And we're continuing a very horrible run in the league. And certainly it's not something that I'm proud of. It's not something that I'm looking forward to. And Swansea away from home, they're sitting at 16. We're sitting at 9th right now. I feel like the hopes, the target of getting promoted is getting very slim right now, day by day, to be honest. It's just getting very frustrating to play at the moment. Still, I'm trying to put out the strongest team, and despite, you know, Miley is way ahead of Lockhart, but I still feel like maybe Lockhart can provide something different, but doesn't really provide anything defensively, because 5 minutes in, Swansea City scores an absolute beauty, just the low-driven shot to the right-hand corner. We lost the ball in the middle, 10 minutes right after conceding the first goal. It's just we're just not meant to win this game at all. If AI somehow allow the players or the opposition players to take advantage of you or just shoot from wherever angle it's from, it's somehow they still try to win it. And look at that. It's just, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to defend? I didn't turn on the competitive mode or anything, or skill, or yeah, I didn't turn on the competitive mode, but it feels like I'm playing against competitive mode. But look at this play right here. I mean, look at just look at the pace difference. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to ask the goalkeeper to rush out and save this goal? Absolutely not. Am I supposed to make, you know, Moname or any of our defensive play to run like Yates? No, absolutely not. And right here, 4-0 in the first half. This kind of reminding of what happened to the Arsenal game in today's against Lens. And somehow they scored 5 goals, and that's pretty much was where I was about to pull the plug. It's just very frustrating to play. What am I supposed to do? Second half, we did better. I mean, we didn't score, we didn't concede, but at least we just kind of stopped the bleeding. But it didn't prevent them from winning the game. So, looking at the table, I feel like we're 7 points away from the playoff spot. I think, ladies and gentlemen, I think right now it's that time where we have to start to, you know, to kind of pack our things and give up for this year. I don't think we have a chance. If I'm being honest, we keep playing like that. We still have 16 more games to go, and we still have a FA Cup going on actually. So the best bet so far is FA Cup right now, but I'm not very optimistic. But again, first year in the championship with those young players, they will learn, they will strive, and even if we didn't qualify for a playoff, we didn't get promoted, you know, I'm already kind of ready for it. So I knew it was going to happen, so I'm not quite disappointed. But it's quite frustrating to play in some of the games where you feel like, you know what, the AI is just overpowering you. You just don't know what to do. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.